Good evening, everybody. It's Kim Boudreau Smith. Lead Her Up is in Women on the Rise. And boy, oh boy, do I have some women on the air tonight. They are not on the rise. They have risen. And this is the Bold, Mindful Monday motivational show. And we're going to just do something special tonight. No thrills, actually, the women are thrills. Let me tell you something that are on here. But over the weekend, on Friday, we launched Bold is Beautiful book, and by Saturday morning, we were international bestsellers. By this morning, we were #1 international bestsellers. So for the show tonight, I've asked a handful of the co-authors to come on to talk about this experience that was taking place over the weekend and how we all had to come together as this cool sisterhood village that we are all a part of. So let's just move right into the show right now. Before I go any further in the beginning here, again, it's Kim Boudreau Smith, www.kimbsmith.com. And this is the Bold Radio Station. It's www.boldradiostation.com. And the book is bold-is-beautiful.com. You can go to that website. You can see how pretty these women are, get to know them. And you can also grab your book on Amazon.com, Bold is Beautiful, and get to know them as well. But let's move on. I want to let you know who's on the show with me tonight. I have Sheila, I have Belle, I have Ariana, Rami, and Christine. But I'm just doing first names. They're all going to come on, introduce themselves, first and last names, and let you all know what they do for a living. If I could, Sheila, would you mind leading that, please?
Sure, my pleasure. Thank you, Kim, for having me on the show tonight. I am a little tired this evening, but I am so happy. My heart is just bursting with joy and excitement. I'm a coach. I'm the conscious eating coach to inspire and champion heart-centered individuals and professionals to transmute their relationship with food and sustain the changes. And I am so honored to be part of this book. I'm still numb, I think, about the reality that we are #1 international bestsellers. I didn't even stop to think about that as even a goal. I was just so excited to write my story and be connected with these amazing women and be published for the first time in a book. I've been published in a lot of research. My background is psychotherapy, so I've done a lot of studies and research on emotional intelligence, which is an area that I'm very interested in. So I just can't put into words, Kim, how thrilling this is to be at this level. But I think when I stop and really feel what I'm feeling, the greatest joy has been to connect to all these women. I never would have had a chance to know Belle and Rami and Ariana and Christine and the 20 others had you not put together this project with your vision and brilliant idea. It is so incredible, and to be vulnerable as a community is very exciting because it's probably hard to do on our own, and I think the idea of collaborating and cooperating and supporting and encouraging and motivating one another has given us a chance to build community and really get to know one another, and this is what I'm all about, relationship. And so I'm just, like I said, I'm just still kind of numb. It hasn't really sunk in yet. Every time I write it, I giggle and tears flow without control, and I'm just very excited.
Thanks, Sheila. That was so beautiful. So sit tight. I want to go around the studio and have each and every one of you, like I said, introduce yourself. Hey, Belle, would you please go next?
I would be happy to. Part of what was so much fun over the weekend and all that was happening and going on was when we were telling each other that our fingers were tired from texting and, we needed to take a break because we had been so busy typing and texting and, keeping together and, pushing each other to keep doing more. And that's really what it's all about. It's, that was the joyfulness and the playfulness of the whole time that we spent driving our book to where it needed to get to. So in terms of what kind of coaching I do, it's really fun and interesting for me because being a business development coach and a life coach, I've had lots and lots of years of experience behind the scenes in offices, and what I'm finding is that a lot of young entrepreneurial women and even people who have been in business for a while, if they don't have the key important pieces put together behind the scenes, it makes work difficult. And so my coaching works toward helping people put systems in place so that instead of working harder, they're working smarter. Mm. And it's fun for me because it's something that I've done for many, many years. And I try to make it fun in my coaching because, it's not always coaching. A lot of the time it's mentoring and it's also consulting. So I'm forever changing hats, and I find that my clients really benefit because they don't have to take business 101. It's sort of whatever's in my head, I let it out and try to help. So that's where I am, and I'm enjoying all my new sisters very much.
Oh, that's so nice. Thanks, Belle. Ariana, could you please go next?
Yes, I'd be happy to. I'm Ariana Lisa Newcomer. I'm a transformational voice coach at reclaimyourauthenticvoice.com. And I teach women entrepreneurs, coaches, and authors how to speak with power and confidence from their authentic selves for dramatically successful public speaking. And I had so much fun all weekend with this whole book launch. I took the whole day off on Friday so that I could just be with the event all day and with all of you all day. And the amount of support, it's like others are saying, that collaboration is so much easier than doing it on your own. Just having other people to bounce things off of, having other people responding to posts on Facebook and celebrating with each other. It was just such a wonderful feeling and really increased my appreciation for everyone in our group and for our book because of just the extraordinary group of women that we are, and getting to really experience that over the weekend has been a treasure, just really a treasure.
Yeah, it has been, hasn't it? And we're going to talk a little bit more about that, Ariana. Thank you. Rami, could you please go next?
I sure will, Kim. Thank you. Thanks for having us on here. I really appreciate it.
Sure.
And I want to say hi to Sheila and Belle and Ariana and Christine. It's so good to talk to you guys again. So I'm an ideal body and detox specialist. I work with women over 40 that want to increase their energy, manage their stress, and maybe even lose some weight, just so they can have more fun, feel a little bit sexier, look a little bit younger, but just really feel good in their skin. And that's one of my passions, is working with women right now. Actually, it's been for 6 years. But the thing about this past weekend that was so phenomenal for me is I have 3 sisters, and we all grew up together. I shared a bed with one of my sisters. We shared bathrooms. We were always doing something collaboratively, and coming together and working with other women towards one common goal where we all benefit was just magical this last weekend. And to see that everyone was pitching in and everybody was working, and the power of women, especially when they come together, is so strong. And I'm still a little overwhelmed by it. Seeing my name and the words bestseller and then internationally published author or #1 bestseller, internationally published author. Those were like, far out dreams. So thank you, Kim, for bringing us together and now, being able to say that. I was at a party the other night and Saturday night, and a friend of mine who I've known, I think I've known her for over 20 years. We were at a revolving dinner party. And we revolved tables, and we were sitting there, and she said, "Do you know my friend Rami?" She said to the whole table, she's a published author. I'm so proud of her. And to have that happen at a party, and these people didn't know me. It was the whole point of the party was we don't know each other. But to have somebody come up and say that, somebody that I've known that long, say publicly to other people, "I am so proud of her," was just overwhelming. And it was just a gift that, I know this is the holiday season, this is a gift giving season, but it was a gift that I just hadn't expected from this. So thank you.
That was beautiful. You're making my eyes are watering up there a tad bit because, and Christine, hang on, we're coming to you. Real quickly, one of the other co-authors behind the scenes today private messaged me on Facebook, and same thing. She was at a party, I think, last night, and something very similar happened. And she said, "I cannot believe the shift when people know that you are a published author, and they learn on top of it that you're an international bestseller and then a #1 international bestseller." She goes, "I've gained more confidence to go to my local, it's a local newspaper in the area where she lives." And she goes, "I've always wanted to be a columnist there." She goes, "Now I've got the confidence to walk in there with this title and to start writing a column." I was like, it was amazing. That is just such amazing, the shift. So I'm going to be quiet because Christine, I did not forget about you. So go ahead, Christine.
Okay. Hi, I'm Christine Cottagio, and I'm the founder of Successful Life Transitions. And I am an elder care manager and a life transition coach. And I actually got into life transition coaching in dealing with the aging and their adult children, and realizing how unprepared so many of us are for dealing with change, not only through the aging process, but all the changes that involve in our life. And having gone through such an avalanche of change in my own life, it just seems a natural segue. So I help women in particular as they're dealing with so many career changes, family changes, and relationship changes, and help them get through that process. So that's what I do in my day job. This has been so much fun. This doesn't even feel like work. This has just been the most incredible experience. And probably the easiest way for me to explain it is to just say ditto, 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 because everything you ladies have said, the sisterhood, I work alone from home much of the time, so I don't have a lot of interaction with or feedback from other people. And to be part of this sisterhood, and especially Friday and Saturday, being online and helping each other through it and going back and forth and meeting so many of you for the first time was just an incredible experience for me. It's like I got this new family.
Christine, it is a new family. I know it's a new family of sisterhood, and one of my most favorite moments. The whole project is my favorite, but my utmost favorite moment was on Saturday when the majority of the co-authors, all of us, were able to dial into a call. And I was able to stand up in my studio here, in my office, in my studio, and give a round of applause to all of you for your beautiful success in becoming, at that time, it was international published authors. And that, to me, was the high of the whole. I mean, I was emotional when I did that. That was the utmost high for me. And my husband was on the other side of the door, and he goes, I wish I would have had a camera so I could take a picture of you and share it with all the ladies. And I'm like, I don't think that would have been a very good idea, since how I was still in my pajamas at that time, but that to me was the ultimate high. So here's the question I want to begin the evening with, ladies. One word. Choose one word that can ultimately describe you in this, what you're feeling in this exact very moment. Just one word.
Oh boy.
Yes. And of course,
I was just exhilarated, Kim. I was standing at my laptop in here by myself in my office, but I was dressed and applauding along with you and just doing my little happy dance. It was an amazing moment. You're right.
Yeah, it was. I
have to say, I was in total awe. I really, for one of the few times, actually found myself speechless. I didn't really know what to say. The tears were just flowing. My body was trembling, and nothing was coming out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I would have to say, this is Ariana, I would have to say empowered.
Definitely.
Yeah, uppercase letters in that word, empowered,
yeah,
Ariana.
All uppercase. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, this experience is really like the wind beneath my wings. You all and our book are just spiraling me up with with the updrafts. And where I live, I actually get to see golden eagles do that. And we have a tree that I can see from my window right now as the sun is setting here in California that we call the eagle tree, where the golden eagles come to sit. So golden eagle medicine. Here we go. The wind beneath our wings.
Yes.
I'm empowered.
We need to pull out Ted Andrews there and pull that one out. Animal medicine. Bella or Rami, do you want to add?
I'm still in I'm still stunned by it. I'm awed. Okay, maybe awed is a better word. I'm still awed by it. I was private messaging with Belle earlier, and I said, I still need to savor this. I've got to sit with it. I'm such a check the box and go girl. I just need to sit and enjoy this, because when I sit and I think about it, it's huge. The energy, you probably just felt it. It's a huge energy that comes over me, and it's hard to contain that. And then it's like, okay, now where do I? So that's my next thing, I guess, is to go, what do I do with this? Because I'm one of those people who truly believe to whom much is given, much is required. And this has given me a much broader and a larger platform than I had even just a week ago, right? So it's now, okay, enjoy this, savor this, and then how are you going to love this out into the world?
Yes.
Rather than trot it out. I want to love it out.
And ladies, Rami, that is so beautiful. And ladies, embed this into your body, because I went through this for my first time. It was just in April, and that was not that long ago. And, we got to the second book, and I thought, that feeling is not the same, but I was over the top, screaming, jumping up and down for my co-authors. It was their first time. And then we got to the third book, and it's like, okay, it's a third book. And then we took that to #1 within the weekend, and that just blew me away. And that third book, we were in the midst of this book, so I was juggling. And so, Rami, I love the fact that you're saying, savor, to savor. And I thought, once going through it once back in April, I told myself, gosh, that's going to be really hard to gain that back. So what I do is I surround myself with the first timers, and it reignites those feelings for me. And it just, I mean, again, my palms are perspiring. I feel like I'm doing an aerobic class. It's 8:30 almost Eastern Standard Time. Instead of coming down for the night, I'm going back up. So it's just, it never gets old. Not that I want it to get old. It's that deep connected feeling, but new again, but that deep connected feeling, but new again, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Belle.
This is Belle.
Yep, Belle.
Yeah, hi. I really agree with all of you about not rushing to have the feeling go away, but to savor it through the holiday time and, come up with some great ideas about in the new year what we're going to do with this newfound, what's a good word? Newfound
status?
Status.
Status. Yeah.
We're famous, guys.
Yeah.
So I'm not rushing.
Yes.
I'm going to take my time, and I don't want the feeling to go away.
Yeah.
I want to keep it.
Yeah. That's why I said embed it, and just embed it into your soul, into your being. And it's still, ladies, for all of you, it is still fairly new. And I keep saying I'm going to do this, and tomorrow I am going to do this. I do not want to do this tonight, but tomorrow I'm going to take some white construction paper, and I'm a big white construction paper and markers. I don't know what I have this obsession with markers, and I'm going to write out #1 international best-selling author, and I'm going to hang it on a wall with some tape. Because again, it's still so new, and it's like, Rami, I can relate with what you're saying. It's like letting it in. It's absorbing it. So that's my word, is embedding. Embed it. Just let it embed, and don't ever go away.
Yeah.
That's a great word, Kim. And I've been reading a book titled Hardwiring Happiness recently. It's by Rick Hansen, and he also wrote Buddha's Brain, which you might have heard of. But he's talking from the standpoint of neuroscience and how our brains actually work, and the fact that for our survival, our brains are more attuned to taking in and paying attention to the negative things that happen, but that we can actually change our brains by taking the time to really take in positive experiences. And embed is just a great word for that, because we can actually create new neural pathways and new connections in our brains that make our brains pay more attention to the positive, so that we make ourselves happier in the long run. So I love that, Kim. Just let's really embed this positive experience that we've had. Let's give ourselves time to really take it in and have our brains then create more confident and positive pathways, neural pathways in our,
I love that. I love that. There's a Dr. Joe, and I just thank you. I trash his last name every single time. And he's another one too, Ariana, that gets into the neural paths and stuff. And I'm reading one of his books. It does take me a little longer to get through his books, because he goes into the I love the motivational side of things, that professional, personal growth side of things. But then he does come back over to the science, and that's for me when I'm reading at 6 a.m. in the morning. It's a little dry to get through that, but I love. He's the same way. He says the same thing with our minds. We can change things up. So embed is the word. So, ladies, here's my next question. What's your dream now that you are all #1 international best-selling published authors? What's your dream for 2014? If you could have it any way you want it. any way you want it.
Have more fun.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. And this is Ariana. I really want to serve more people. I want to get my work out into the world in a bigger way because I am on a mission to change the world. And I believe that when we women speak in our authentic voices with power and confidence, we do change the world. And I'm looking to really expand how far I can reach and how much good I can do in the world, and not just with individuals, but with actually changing the whole culture, changing the conversations that we have in our culture so that we can actually create real partnership with each other in the way that we have with this book, with our spouses, our partners, with our children, and with our planet, so we can stop ruining our home, our planet home, and we can actually start to create heaven on earth.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Anyone else would like to add to that? I mean, if, like I said, if you can have it any way you want it. Any way you want it.
For my 2014 per se, but when you said that, well, first of all, I want to say, Ariana, if you hadn't have said what you said, I would have said it.
Yeah.
Because the reason why I closed my psychological counseling practice was because I wanted to reach more people. I want to be of greater service. And I didn't really expect to go into the field of food and eating and nutrition. But as a recovering compulsive overeater, I was guided reluctantly, with some resistance, to move in this direction as my specialty because it is my own path. And just like this book, that experience of coming out as a coach to help other women, especially with eating and give up the dieting and figure it all out on the emotional level, was my calling to take my own recovery to the next level, to go deeper within me and understand more about myself. That's the best way for me to be of greater service. But when you asked the question, Kim, I realized that I had so much fun writing and collaborating and interacting with this amazing community of beautiful, bold women that I want to keep writing. I would love I think my ultimate, as much as I want to be of service one-on-one, because I get such joy out of interacting in those relationships, to write and to touch as many people as I possibly can might be my greatest dream. And I never really gave myself permission to go there until now.
That's wonderful.
So thank you.
That's beautiful, Sheila.
I love that, Sheila.
Yeah, I love that too. Yeah, absolutely.
So, this is Rami. Sheila and Ariana, you guys are great. First thing comes out of my mouth is, I want to have fun. But I tend to be one of, check the box, a workaholic. So yeah, that's an important aspect for me. But Sheila, I like what you said when you said, I want to write and touch more people, because, and Kim and I had a conversation about this a couple of weeks ago. I would not be where I am right now, or even in a place where I could have written a book, or where I could help people, or have this amazing husband that I have. I wouldn't have all of that if it hadn't been for somebody writing some words in a book when I was a little girl, and then me being able to take those images into my head and personalizing them. So when you said that, it was like, wow, it was a light bulb moment, because it was, aha, yes. When we write and we write in a book, the longevity of that is much greater than any publication, any journal, any research that we could ever publish. Because there's always new research, right? But when we put it in a book, and then that book gets put on somebody's shelf or on somebody's coffee table, or it gets gifted at a coffee shop. It goes on, and it has a life of its own, and it carries that life into someone else. And so the opportunity to then plant that seed in somebody and then let somebody else grow that seed is huge. So Sheila, yeah, wow.
Wow. I like the way you said that, Rami. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, me too. And I remember now the places that I've been most inspired in my life, the places that I have found my truest mentors perhaps have been in books originally. Right. And then I've been lucky enough to meet some of the authors and be mentored in person. Like I'm being mentored by Rianne Eisler these days, who is just an incredible being on this planet. So you're so right, Rami, that our words, the words that we read in books, can have a tremendous impact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
This is Belle again. I just wanted to, one thing that I'm thinking of while you're all talking is about being able to take each other's classes and support each other that way, because each of us comes to this book and this friendship and this sisterhood from a totally different place, whether it's geographically or, from whatever walk of life we're in, and that we each have so much to share with each other that I think part of my goal for 2014 would be to learn from all of you and have you do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Wonderful.
This is Christine. I'm listening to all of you, and I'm just so glad to be in your company. You're all awesome and just have such incredible spirits. It's overwhelming. It really is. When I started the beginning of 2013, I felt a shift in my own life, and I knew that I believed that I was destined for some really good things to happen in 2013, and they really have. And one of them actually was that I wanted to write a book. I think I mentioned this in one of the other calls. I wasn't specific enough as to exactly how that was going to happen, but I realized after writing this chapter and hearing some of the other stories that for me, I am just learning how to be vulnerable, and I think some of my writing I can really learn through all this, through all of you as well, like how to explore and open myself up more so that I can help more people, and so that more women who have gone through the experiences that I've gone through have someone that they know has been there and can help get them through it. And I think that was important for me. My chapter's on embracing change. All endings have new beginnings. And I really believe that, we all experience something in our life that we feel we will never get out of. And to know that there is hope and that there is a second act and that there is life beyond that's new and improved, is really so many more women need to know that so it can help them get through their experiences. And I think, me being able to open up more and share more of myself will really help get that message out.
Yeah, I love that, Christine. That was the purpose of bringing you all together. That was my vision. That was my mission, is for all of you to open up like you all did. Put your heart on your sleeves and I'm hearing serve, pay it forward, and to put yourselves out there so others can learn and grow and never feel hopeless again. That there are groups of us out there that welcome others with open arms and so we don't feel alone, and so that we can conquer and move things forward within our lives, our business, and that was my mission. That was my bottom line mission for all this and bringing you all together. So,
Well, I think you accomplished that.
boy, and that was easy. That was the fun part. So, could you all share? Let's all go around how I know all of you. I want to hear from you. It just makes me smile how I've gotten to know everybody and how it's so beautiful, because I was talking with Nicole, who's going to come on the call tonight, but she's really tired, and we were texting back and forth, and she goes, Kim, she goes, it's amazing how our paths crossed 2 years ago and how it has come back around again. And it made me had to sit back and look at what she was typing and went, whoa, she's right. Wow, yeah. So if you could all just share how we came together.
I can start. This is Belle. We met at a woman's lunch in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, and we each did our, 1-minute elevator speech. And then I really didn't see much of Kim for a long time, and then we reconnected through one of the authors in another book. So it was fate that brought us back together.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And Belle, real quickly, will you please, as you're right here, give the listeners your website where they can get in touch with you, please?
Oh, it's sure. It's www.coachbelle.com.
And that's BELLE.com.
Right. Yep. Just like in Beauty and the Beast.
Just like in Beauty and the one of my favorite movies, Just Like in Beauty and the Beast. And same thing as we go around here, as you all share how we all came together. At the end of that, please voice your websites.
Okay, this is Ariana. Kim and I met on Facebook.
Yay! I love social media.
And it was just one of those things. I can't remember who friended whom in the first place, but we clearly had mutual friends and alignment in a number of areas. And then when Kim messaged me about the possibility of this book, I had actually been approached by someone else about being in an anthology whose subject didn't really fit for me. And then Kim's subject really did. And Kim and I spent probably an hour on the phone just talking and getting to know each other and discovering how very much we are aligned in so many areas of our lives. And so that made me feel really comfortable about being part of this anthology because, Kim, you are just a fabulous person. And we had this true, authentic connection, spiritual, in terms of our principles, in terms of what we want for the world. And so I just, as soon as I got that kind of sense of who you were, I said, okay, I'm in. I'm doing this with this woman.
Ariana, I remember that. It was a Friday evening we spoke. I remember that. And I got off the phone, and it was on a high. It was a beautiful high, not like a high where I'm like scraping up the ceiling. Oh my God, crazy! It was a high where it was, my heart was so full, and it was just such a warm high. And I thought to myself, what a way to end a week, having a conversation like that on the phone. I remember that. Ariana, could you please share your website?
Yes, my website is reclaimyourauthenticvoice.com.
That's beautiful. It's beautiful. Anyone else would like to share?
It's Rami. Kim and I met in Hollywood, Florida. We went to Florida. We didn't know each other before that, but we met through a coach, a marketing business coach. And we went to this mastermind. And so we got to spend our very first day, we got to sit beside each other, and then they separated us. But she let me know what she was doing with the book, I was, well, number one, incredibly proud to know somebody who was already an author, already a bestseller, and then to be invited to do something like this was really, I mean, it's just, it was so humbling. So Kim and I, she has this beautiful little dog named Gracie who's having a little bit of problems, and we both love fitness. We both are into nutrition and treating our bodies well. So we have a lot of things in common in that way, and we're both businesswomen, both work from home. And, I have a brick and mortar as well. I have a yoga studio as well. So, and she had her DVDs and her fitness, she had this fitness empire in Michigan for herself. And so we've had a lot of back and forth on that. But being a part of the book has really, I think, solidified some things. Because, sometimes in a relationship, you can move away and move in, and move away and move in and move in. But this has been a real solidifier in that relationship, because now not only have we done the mastermind together, but we've done this other business spiritual walk. And doing the book was not just this business thing, it was a spiritual walk. Mm-hmm. And we did that together. And I feel like I've done that spiritual walk with my other 27 co-authors. Mm-hmm. So, we've not had this, what is that thing on the ground that you walk? You walk it, Ariana, you know that name. I know you know it.
A labyrinth?
Labyrinth,
yeah.
yes, a labyrinth,
yes. I feel like we have all walked this labyrinth together over the past few months, and then we kind of all met in the middle, and we're now walking our way back out. So that's what this has meant to me. And let's get back to reality here, and I'll give you my website. It's Rami Kirby. Rami is spelled like Rami, R-O-M, Mary, M, Mary, Y, Kirby, like the vacuum cleaner, KIRBY.com. So that's RamiKirby.com.
Beautiful.
That was beautiful. Wow.
I love that image of the labyrinth. Yeah.
That's great.
I literally just took myself to that. And then I just ended up at Rami's hot yoga place just to wind down for the day. Ooh, boy, that to me is the ultimate day. Christine.
Yes. Well, I can't believe you girls were in Florida and you didn't call me. You were a half hour away. Kim and I met on Facebook also. And I think we had some mutual acquaintances, and Kim had called me to ask me a question about something, and I think we were on the phone for close to 2 hours, wasn't it, Kim?
Yes, it was.
I felt like I knew her forever, and I've watched her work, and I see her online all the time, and I marvel at her ease and her cheerleading ways. She's just awesome. Her rah-rah, she just gets you going one way or another, and it's just a great feeling. And when I saw her doing the other books, I was really impressed. And then when she had approached me about doing the book, it was just a given. There was no doubt in my mind that was what I was supposed to be doing, and I knew I was doing it with the right person.
No.
So,
Thank
you, Facebook.
Yeah, I you know what? I do that every day, Christine. I thank social media every single day. If you're complete, please give us your website.
ChristineCottagio.com, and I know I have to spell that one. It's the traditional Christine, Christine. Cottagio is CATOGGIO.com.
And I'd like to add to all the listeners, I'd like to add here is when you grab, if you have not already grabbed your copy of this #1 international best-selling beauty, all the women in front of their chapters have a beautiful bio and all the links where you can get in contact with them. Everything from their websites to social media. So that will also be in writing too for all the listeners to grab. I would like to answer now my own question. Ladies, I feel like I've known all of you forever. Seriously, this may sound cliche, and I don't care if it does, but everything happens for a reason. Everything. Everything. And I'm in awe, and I stand in honor being here with all of you. I meant to say this the other day on the call, and I don't think I ever wrote this on our private Facebook page, is the impeccability. It's so impeccable, each and every single one of you, how you showed up in this project, from submitting the chapters, the words on the page. This is the first project I've been in where there's been very little editing involved, and I keep forgetting to tell all of you that this is my first time, and this is my 4th project, and I was like, wow, the impeccability. It's just so beautiful. Here's my vision. It is a beautiful, warm, sunny day. The temperature is picture perfect, not too hot, not too cold. It's sunny, and all of us are in a meadow, a meadow of flowers, and nobody has allergies from these flowers. Okay, so let's get rid of that right here and there. All right. So and we're all dancing in each other's favorite flowers. So we all bring our favorite flower to the meadow, and there's just tons of our favorite flowers, and we're all wearing these beautiful flowing, because I'm all about comfortable clothes, flowing comfortable gowns, and it's in your own colors. You choose. It's your favorite color, and we're walking, we're dancing, we're laughing, we're crying with joy, we're hugging, we're giggling, and we are just having the utmost princess, queen, goddess moments of our lives. And that is what I envision when I look on our Facebook page, when I see all your faces, when I speak with you, when it's just a direct message or a text, or whether it's a one-on-one Skype. That is what I feel, and that's what I see. Just beauty. Absolutely beauty. Beauty inside to the outside. That's why that's when I asked all of you to be in the book. I so saw that bold, the gold in the bold, so beautiful in all of you from the inside out. And it didn't matter if it was only one phone call, Ariana, that you and I had. I saw that from the moment we said hello. I saw it. Yeah. All of you. And it's been fun. And we're just beginning. Great. So let's wrap this up with, I heard the words, the serving, and when you all were talking, when I asked for the one word, the serving, and I was just visualizing, oh my gosh, a big, huge, gigantic, beautiful boulder being dropped into the gorgeous turquoise sea, and that huge rippling effect, and past what the eye could see. So let's just add one word that you would love all the readers that are known to you and unknown to you to take away when they put the book in their hands. Just one word that you would love for all of them to take away.
This is Ariana. My one word is grace.
That's beautiful. That's gorgeous.
This is Sheila, Kim, and my word is believe. I want the readers to believe that they can accomplish what we have.
Mm-hmm. That's gorgeous.
This is Rami. I want them to allow. allow the possibility of what they want. So allow is my word.
I like that. That's gorgeous.
This is Christine. My word is hope. I want them to know that no matter how bad things may get, there is always hope that something better is there.
Yep.
Waiting for them.
Yep. I agree, Christine. Go ahead, Belle.
Okay, this is Belle. I was going to say what came to mind was womankind. Whether it's really a word or not, that everyone, can join together to help each other.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. Women. I love that village, that collaboration, and that sisterhood. Absolutely, absolutely. It's beautiful. So we have Grace.
So gracefully allowing womankind to hope
and believe. Yep, I was just.
And believe.
Ariana, you took those words right out of my mouth. I was just. Oh my gosh. Woo, that was pretty good. That was wonderful. Absolutely. Absolutely. How beautiful is that? That was a beautiful dance. So, ladies, let's wrap this up tonight. And again, oh gosh, I'm just so honored and privileged that I get to sit here on my radio station, on my radio show, where I get to own this and do this to you one more time. Nice job. Nice job, ladies. And boy, there's something about when my hands come together. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I applaud you all. You're all so beautiful. And every time I stop to think about all of you, and every time I bring my hands together, my eyes water up with such joy. We did this at the holiday season, and we are going out with this beautiful boom, bang, and hurrah for 2014, just to really ramp it up and open it up for 2014 is amazing. Just amazing. Number one, ladies, we made it to the top. Number one.
Woohoo!
I know.
That is phenomenal.
I know. So if you all wouldn't mind, stay put in the green room until. Let me close up the show tonight. Everyone, thank you for tuning in live tonight. Lead Her Up is in Women on the Rise. I told you these women were not on the rise. They have risen. Was I not right? I was right. These beautiful women. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for after the first of the year. I have wrapped up all my shows for the year. You will all have an opportunity to hear each and every single one of these co-authors individually on my show. Now that is going to be fun. Some one-on-one time with Kim and the co-authors. I cannot wait. This is Bold Radio Station. You can find the Bold Radio Station at www.boldradiostation.com. It's Kim Boudreau Smith here at kimbsmith.com. And please don't forget about the book. If you have not grabbed your copy, go to amazon.com. Bold is beautiful because that book is gorgeous and the women are there waiting to show you, to provide grace, belief, allowing, hope, and womankind. So go make it a beautiful holiday season and a wonderful new year. We'll see you in January. Take care.